קודש, ערב שבת קודש, פרשת ויירא, תשפ"ה. The shiur today is לכבוד two of our best students that are dealing with spreading divrei Torah is Isaac Dweck and לכבוד him, לכבוד אברהם, that he also all the time he helps to that the shiurim will happen and helps a lot. Kadosh Baruch Hu will bless Isaac and Abraham Shomer with bracha v'atzlacha in everything that they do. This time we will speak something in the middle of the parasha. Always I'm speaking in the beginning or Akedat Yitzchak. This time we speak something in the middle. In the middle of the parasha, the pasuk says the following: And ויהי בעת ההיא, ויאמר אבימלך ובכל שר צבאו אל אברהם לאמור, אלוהים עמך בכל אשר אתה עושה. At that time, Abimelech and Pichol, his general, said to Abraham, God is with you in all that you do. Now swear to me here by God that you will not deal falsely with me or with my child or with my grandchild. According to the kindness that I have done with you, do with me. When the pasuk is using the word "Vahi ba'et hahi," means to say it happened at that time, means to say there is a connection between what happened now and what happened before. The same thing we have at the end of the story with Abimelech. And after this, it's written, "Vayihi achar hadvarim ha'ele, v'ha'elokim nisa et Abraham." And it happened after these words that God tested Abraham, and he said to him, Abraham, and go and sacrifice, and go and lift your son and to the altar in Har Moriah. So there is, when it's written such words, ויהי בעת ההיא, or ויהי אחר הדברים האלה, there is a connection between what's written here and what's written before. The question is, what is the connection? So the pasuk says here, ויהי בעת ההיא, ויאמר אבימלך, Abimelech wants to make a covenant, an agreement with Abraham. Why he is doing it? Because he saw that Abraham has a siyata dishmaya. What is the siyata dishmaya? That everyone knew that Abraham is married to Sarah, and Sarah had a son when he was 100 years old, and Sarah was also very old. And this became something that people spoke about. And Abimelech also heard about it. And therefore, he wanted to make an agreement with Abraham. And another thing that Rashi points, this is being said by the Chizkuni, the Rashi points also that Abimelech saw that Abraham, he made a fight against the 4 kings to save Lot, and he succeeded. So therefore, they wanted to make with him an agreement. And the agreement will be between him, his son and grandson. And the same thing will be by Abraham Avinu. Abraham Avinu's son and Abraham Avinu's grandson will be the agreement that no one will go to do anything bad one to the other. And then Abraham Avinu said, I agree. Then the pasuk says the following. והוכיח אברהם את אבימלך על אודות באר המים אשר גזלו עבדי אבימלך. Then Abraham disputed with Abimelech regarding the well of water that Abimelech's servants had took away from Abraham. And here the pasuk comes, the pasuk that I want to speak about. Abimelech said, I don't know who did this thing. Furthermore, you have never told me. And moreover, I myself have not heard except for today. Remember, my father asked me when I was young, why you have here a repetition? Abimelech repeats here things, double things. I will read it in Hebrew. Abimelech lo yadati. I didn't know who did it. And then he says, V'gam ata lo higadeta li. And then he says, V'gam anochi lo shamati bilti hayom. I heard it only today. So I remember my father explained it in a way that now I found it also in the Al-Shech HaKadosh. He said that there is no repetition here. And now we have to look upon this pasuk as in this way. Three people are standing at that time together. Abimelech, the king, Pichol, the general, and Abraham. Abraham disputed Abimelech. So Abimelech is saying to Abraham, I didn't know who did this thing. Then he turned to the general, and he said to the general, Pichol, v'gam ata lo higadeta li. In such a thing, who has to know about such things that happened in the country? The general. So he said to the general, v'gam ata lo higadeta li. So the general answered, Abimelech, v'gam anochi lo shamati bilti hayom. I never heard about it. So there is no repetition here. You have here two people are talking here. Abimelech and Pichol. So therefore there is no repetition. Immediately after this agreement, we will come back to the agreement also. But after he made the agreement, the pasuk says the following: ויקח אברהם צאן ובקר, וייתן לאבימלך, ויכרתו שניהם ברית. Abraham took some of sheep and cows, and he gave it to Abimelech, and they made a covenant, a brit, an agreement. Very strange, but this is the fact also in the history, that when Goyim are making, with Jews, they are making agreement, only the Jew gives presents. Abraham gave Abimelech. What Abimelech gave to Abraham, Abimelech came to make the agreement. He didn't give anything. Not only this, the pasuk says after this, ויצב אברהם את 7 כבשות, so Abraham took flax cattle and gave them to Abimelech. Abraham set 7 sheep of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said to Abraham, what are these 7 sheep? that you put it in the side to give me? And Abraham said, because you are to take these 7 sheep from me, that it may serve me as witness that I have dug this well. What does the 7 sheep is a proof that Abraham digged the well? Where do you have how the sheep will be a proof? In the contrary, if Abraham is giving so many things to Abimelech, it serves the opposite way, that the well belongs to Abimelech, and Abraham wants to give him presents that he will give it to him. So back we have the question, why Abraham gave these 7 sheep to Abimelech? And he says, they will be as a witness that I dug this well. Bothered me a lot, this question. And one day I found in the book of the brother of the Maharal Prague, and he explained it in a nice way. There is a proof for this. How? We know last week's parasha, it says that there was a fight between the shepherds of Lot and the shepherds of Abraham. What was the fight about? The shepherds of Abraham said to the shepherds of Lot, you know what? All the flock of Lot, if you are the shepherds, they are eating from other people's fields. It's a gezel. You are stealing. The shepherds of Abraham, their flock, when they were going with something close their mouth, they didn't eat in from other people's fields because of gezel. And here, Abraham, according to the brother of the Maharal, he made a very clever thing. He showed to Abimelech, look, you see, these sheep, they belong to me now. Let's go to the well and let's see if they will drink from the well that we are fighting for, that we are fighting. I'm saying it's mine. So he brought the sheep and they were drinking from the well because the well belongs to Abraham and the sheep belongs to Abraham. Then he said to Abimelech, now I will give you the 7 sheep as a present, and now they will belong to you. You will be the owner. Now let's see if they will drink from the well. And since he gave it to Abimelech, and the sheep became Abimelech's property, the sheep, they didn't drink from the well, because now they belong to Abimelech, and the well, they didn't drink. This showed that the well doesn't belong to Abimelech. The well belongs to Abraham, and the sheep didn't want to eat something which is stealing water. They didn't want to drink. So comes out that the sheep, they became witnesses that the well belongs to Abraham, and it's not belong and they don't belong to Abimelech. Immediately after the story with Abimelech, with the well and the agreement that they did between him and his son and his grandson, with Abraham's son and with Abraham's grandson, the Pasuk says the following. Vayirah, פרק כ"ב, פסוק א', immediately after the story with Abimelech. The place we are talking about that they made the agreement was in about Eretz Plishtim. וירא, the pasuk says, ויקום אבימלך ופיכל שר צבאו, וישובו אל ארץ פלישתים. Abraham Avinu gave up the land of Plishtim, he gave it to Abimelech, and this was the agreement that 3 generations Abraham will not go, not him, not his children, not his grandchildren, into this land. And now it says, ויהי אחר הדברים האלה, והאלוקים ניסה את אברהם, ויאמר אליו אברהם, ויאמר הנני, בורא עולם is testing Abraham, and what happened, he tells him, go and lift and sacrifice your son, is the meaning, and עקדת יצחק. The Mefarshim, the Rambam and the Ramban, they are asking the question, Borei Olam, does he need to test? Then you're making a test. Somebody is making a test. Let us say a doctor, he gives a person to do a blood test. Why he's making the blood test? Because he wants to check something. He doesn't know. So he wants to know if what the guy has. But Borei Olam, he knows everything. He knew that Abraham will pass the test. So why he made the test to Abraham? Several explanations we find in the Mefarshim. We will bring now the main 2 or 3. The Ramban says that when Borei Olam is testing somebody, the person, he has an ability either to do, either not to do. This is the test. But since Borei Olam knows everything, so Borei Olam knew that Abraham will pass the test. So why he tested him? Because Borei Olam knew only that Abraham can do it in potential. In potential, Abraham for sure will go and will do it. But now Borei Olam wanted to bring it to reality. He want to take out the potential of Abraham into actuality, into reality. And this will cause that Abraham Avinu, his self-esteem will be much higher. Like a soldier, let us say an American soldier that doesn't fight, but he makes it on simulation. He is shooting on simulation machines. And a Jewish soldier that he fights in Gaza. So who has more self-esteem? For sure, the Israeli. So this would have Borei Olam, because the American, in potential, he knows to shoot. But the Israeli, in fact, he's shooting. The same thing is with Abraham Avinu. Borei Olam knew that Abraham will pass the test, but this was by Abraham, it was only in potential. Now Borei Olam wanted to bring it to reality. This is the explanation of the Ramban. The Rambam in Moreh Nevuchim, the Rambam brought another explanation. And he said that the test was, according to Ramban, comes out that the test is for the benefit of the person who is being tested. According to the Rambam, no. It's for the benefit of Borei Olam. But Borei Olam knows everything. Yes, but this was another purpose was here in the test. Borei Olam wanted to show the world that there is no limit to love Borei Olam. And he wanted to show here also why he chose Abraham Avinu to be the one that he dealt with all the time and didn't choose anyone else, because only he could have do such a thing. So this was the benefit of the emunah in Borei Olam. These are the two famous explanations. We can speak a lot about it, but now we will stop here. There is another explanation that was said by the Rashbam. The Rashbam, he explains the word nisa, not as we explained before, tested. And he explained the word nisa, annoying. What happened here? Borei Olam was angry at Abraham Avinu, says the Rashbam. Why? Because Abraham Avinu made an agreement with Abimelech about the piece of land of Eretz Plishtim. Could be we are talking about the Plishtim. They used to sit in Gaza, in the area of Gaza. So could be that on this, Abraham Avinu gave up, and he promised Abimelech that he will not touch this area, he, his son, and his grandson. Borei Olam was angry at Abraham, because when Borei Olam decided to give Eretz Israel to the children of Abraham, to Am Israel, Borei Olam had in mind that this piece of land, Gaza, Eretz Plishtim, would be a part of Eretz Israel. And we see, says the Rashbam, that when Yoshua divided the land, they made the lottery. Who will get which part? And one of the lotteries is this area of Eretz Plishtim. And what Abraham Avinu did, he gave it up. Didn't ask for Borei Olam. He gave up piece of land of Eretz Israel. Therefore, Borei Olam got angry, says the Rashbam, and he said to Abraham Avinu, you made an agreement between you and Abimelech, and between your son and Abimelech's son. Let me see if you will have a son that will be able to fulfill this agreement. Go and sacrifice your son. What comes out from here, that we are learning here, that we have to be very, very careful in giving up and giving to Goyim a piece of the land of Eretz Israel, what Borei Olam promised. Borei Olam promised Abraham Avinu, לזרעך אתן את הארץ הזאת. And it was considered Eretz Plishtim also. And Abraham Avinu gave up. He gave it to Abimelech. So, because of this, the whole Akedah came. Who can say, who knows, why we are suffering nowadays? According to Rashbam, that is something, a point here to think about. What Borei Olam did to Abraham because of this, and what is happening nowadays. We are now in a time, in a very difficult time. in Eretz Israel. All the goyim around, close and far, they wanted to destroy Am Israel. And as we are believers, this is for sure a punishment from Borei Olam. All tzarot that we are getting, we believe that this is as a punishment from Borei Olam. Now, we are coming all over the diaspora, and we are praying to Borei Olam that he will remove the tzarot. But how can you believe to pray to remove the tzarot? And this is a punishment from Borei Olam. It's because of sins that we did, and we are praying also here in Eretz Israel. So how can we remove this? How the prayer removes the tzarot? It's a punishment. Explains Reb Chaim Volozhin in his book Nefesh HaChaim. Nefesh HaChaim is in Perek Bet, and he says that when Am Yisrael is suffering, means to say, Am Yisrael, the children of Borei Olam, are suffering, tzarot, this is Chilul Hashem. That all the nations see that the children of Borei Olam are suffering. So therefore, says Reb Chaim Volozhin, the way that we have to pray is not that he will remove our tzarot, and we have to pray for the Chilul Hashem that happens. That Borei Olam will remove the Chilul Hashem. So we have to direct the prayer in a different way. It's Chilul Hashem, Borei Olam, that your children are suffering. And when Borei Olam will hear such a prayer, Chilul Hashem, it has to do with him. He will remove the tzarot that happened on Am Yisrael in order that it will not be anymore Chilul Hashem. Borei Olam will do it for himself, and this will help Am Yisrael. And let's hope, Bezrat Hashem, that Kadosh Baruch Hu will help Am Yisrael in the war that is happened here in Eretz Israel. A lot of soldiers died this week. Pity on the families. And the fight is very, very difficult. I know it also from my grandchildren that they are also in Gaza now, and they sent a message that the fight is very, very difficult. And let's hope Bezrat Hashem, Kadosh Baruch Hu will have pity on us, and he will remove the Chilul Hashem that happened now. And we see already that Borei Olam is trying to remove the Chilul Hashem by electing the new president in the United States and everything over there, which is making nisim on a nisim, double nisim is making over there. And let's hope, Bezrat Hashem, that the president of the new president of the United States will be a good shaliach of Borei Olam, and in Eretz Israel will be peace, and all the captivities will come back with their families healthy. The soldiers will come back home healthy also. Shabbat Shalom.